unfortunately, in the world today, we're not taught to take responsibility for our lives. We're not taught that we have all the answers. Also, I work a lot with many different teachings, and the spiritual path found me. It found me, and I had to go inside. I had to realize that the anger was actually my sadness. Because when you delve into anger and you really have a look at that, it's actually my sadness about whatever, my past. So I had to really layers and layers and layers, and I'm sure there's still many more layers that I have to uncover within myself. Many more layers that I have to go through. And I think that our soul comes here to learn lessons. So if we have got anger issues, or if we are resentful in any way, it's not to leave this earth feeling like that, but to work at it, to seek self-mastery. That's it. We are just another form of self-expression of God. So the anger and the depression and the whatever we go through, and I'm like that too. But I notice it and come out of it. And when I discovered that was when I learned about the power of now, living in the present moment. And that was seriously from a more human point of view, is that I was sitting waiting for my test results over a period of 2 years, and it used to just about nearly drive me mad. And that is when I even realized, what the hell is the power of now? So we can overcome many things: anger, depression, sadness, judgment, by bringing ourselves into the present moment. That's the gift. Because most of us don't even realize what the present moment means or what it is. We know it as a title and analytically, but to actually know it and experience it and feel it. You see, it's very much our egos. That was where the separation became for me. That was the gift that I was given. Only at around about the age of 38 did I understand it up here. Once listening had stopped, I'd always had it. We all have it. We all have it, but the separation became, because when I had to make decisions in my life, life-threatening decisions, I didn't know what my mind was. I didn't know what my heart was. I didn't know the difference. So most people are functioning and operating from the mind. I believe that the great sages, that's where they were operating from. That's where Jesus was operating from. He was operating from no mind. They had that gift. They weren't stimulated all the time by books and magazines and televisions and phones and recordings. You understand what I'm saying? So the mind has gathered power. The madness in the world, if you really delve into it, is governed by mind. So if we can separate the mind and the ego and the heart. So the heart is where the soul lies. And the mind is the intellect. The more we Google, the more information. I sometimes imagine that the sages, the gurus, must get really frustrated because, and even God, if he is a man with a white beard sitting there, he must be either laughing his head off or as bored as anything, or always frustrated because we don't get it. We don't have this real understanding. And that's what the animals, the difference between nature and us. They don't have that intellect. And we're supposed to be smarter, but we're not. Because we take this and we use it we don't use it to levitate, to learn how to levitate. We don't use it to learn how to put our arms through solid walls and states. We don't use it to do that. We use it to acquire knowledge and which when we leave this earth, we have no use for it.